Ready?
Did you hear Canelo blackballed us?
Yeah, that's what he said, man. But you ready though?
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Brendan Taylor here at True School Sports. I'm with my man Paul Andrade. What's going on, Paul?
Nothing much.
Yeah, man. You guys. So you and Demetrius, man. You guys made a lot of. You guys caused a lot of ruckus at the Canelo press conference. What did you make of what happened?
Well, I think we're just in a catch-22 situation. Everybody wants to say we didn't fight nobody, but nobody will fight us. So how do we remedy that situation? We have to go get the fights ourselves. You know, Demetrius was not disrespectful. He was just asking him some questions. Canelo got disrespectful, so then therefore we brought it back to him.
Yeah, he was the one who, from what I saw, because I watched the clip like 20 times. From what I saw, he's the one who he said "fuck you" right to you first.
Exactly, and the kicker is, he wants to make history. Well, he could have made history in the 54 division and won all those titles. Why didn't he? Demetrius Andrade was there. He moves up to middleweight, and he wanted to unify the middleweight division. Why didn't he? Demetrius Andrade was there. So he moves up to 168, and he wants to unify that division. How can he do it? Because Demetrius Andrade's not there, and Benavidez is not there.
That's true. The two killers.
So he turns around and picks and chooses what he can do. Now he wants to blackball us, comes out and says we're blackballing it. Well, it's nothing new. A black man being blackballed. Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. At this point, man, I don't know what else it could be. Because it's not because Demetrius isn't a great fighter, and it's not because he's not a champion. So at this point, I don't know what else it could be.
You know, they want to see us a great fight, but you know what? We're willing to take that chance. We're willing to take that risk. You know, we're willing to put ourselves on the line, win, lose, or draw. We will take the fight. We can't get a fight with Triple G. And, you know that guy on the other side of the TV, all he does is squawk, 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 squawk. I don't know how far he went in school, but he didn't go far enough to learn dotted line.
That's true.
And all he has to do is put his signature on the dotted line.
And that's it.
We want to fight the best, you know, and we'll figure out what happens at the end of the fight.
Exactly.
We want that opportunity, and we've been avoided. Nobody's ever challenged Demetrius Andrade for one of his title belts. There were mandatories. We fight the mandatories. We have to fight the mandatories. We have no choice.
Yeah.
And we do our mandatories.
What did you make of, like, Eddie Hearn was sitting there and he was telling you guys to get out too? Like, how did that make you guys feel? Because I thought it was kind of weird, like, that he was the one, like, he was telling you guys to get out the room as well.
Well, I didn't see that part, and I'm really going to be disappointed if he said that.
Yeah, he said it. He said it real silently. He didn't say it like loud, but he said it silently.
Well, when we did a press conference in New York.
Yeah.
Right, where Joshua was there, and oh man, I can't think of his name right now.
Jarrell Miller.
Heavyweight. No? Yeah.
Jarrell Miller.
Yes. Now, when he acted up, Eddie Hearn just sat back and laughed. He was just looking at ratings.
It's true.
Everybody else just sat back. No criticizing. You know, Muhammad Ali has done it. Laura did it to Canelo. But when we do it, you know, we're wrong. That's how great fights were made.
That's true. Like, you had the security guard telling you guys, they don't want this. Listen to me, they don't want this. And then you told the security guard, no, this is how it's always done. How it's always done. Yes,
we did not come in there to be disrespectful.
No, you didn't. You guys came in there. He asked a simple question: when can we make the fight happen? And Canelo got defensive immediately. He said, "You fought nobody."
Exactly. Hey, he didn't fight nobody until he fought blown up 47s in the 54 weight division. His breakout fight was fighting Austin 12 for his title.
Yeah, it's true.
anymore. You know, we give him his shots, but he don't give us our shots.
It's ridiculous. I was just saying, like, before you called me and I was making my video, I was saying that, you know, Canelo Alvarez, he's disrespecting the sport because you have a guy in Demetrius Andrade who's been in both of his weight classes, who's undefeated. He's got all the amateur accomplishments you can think of. He barely loses rounds in the professionals, and he gets a pass for ducking him. And by doing this now, he's basically saying to the world that, hey, I'm bigger than boxing. I'm bigger than the competitive integrity of the sport.
Well, you know what? Rumor has it this is his last fight with the Zone. I don't know if it's true or not. He's going to jump to another network. You know, maybe another promoter. Who knows? But, you know, what happens when he's not around? You know, the sport is being taken down. You know, it's like the best fight the best. Okay, people say who we fought. We won 3 titles. We fought everybody that was put in front of us. We've never refused a fight.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like we want to fight the top fighters. Triple G. Okay, you know what? Let's unify the 60 division. Triple G, where are you?
That's what I'm saying, because ever since Triple G lost
Where are you?
Yeah,
but at least Triple G's not going out there and being disrespectful and everything else. You know what?
Yeah.
He's going to fight Murata. So he wins that title over Murata. Do you guys want to unify?
I would love to see it, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that would love to see it, but the question is, would Tom Loeffler and Triple G's handlers want to see it? Does Eddie Hearn want to see it? Because, look, Eddie Hearn, he's got a lot of hands in the cookie jar at middleweight, and I don't know. I don't know what his intentions are, because these fights should have been happened.
Well, I don't think Tom Loeffler is handling Triple G anymore.
Oh, okay, whoever's handling him then.
Well, he writes his own book too.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they each write their own book.
Yeah.
You know, but all I can say is he could have really made history unified in the 54, the 60, and the 168.
Yeah.
And he would have been the best fighter of all.
He would have. He would have truly. I've always said, because, you know, on my channel, when I talk about Canelo, people say I hate the guy, but really I just want to see him fight Demetrius Andrade. And once he does that, if he can go in there and beat him or look good, even if he loses to Demetrius Andrade, as long as he fights him, you know, I'll give him some respect. But, like, it's clear to see, because he fought Billy Joe, right? He fought Billy Joe, he's southpaw, he's slick, but that's about it. Like, him and your son are similar, but that's where it ends. He's southpaw and he's slick. Demetrius Andrade bringing a lot more to the table, and Canelo Alvarez, he struggled in spots of that fight with Billy Joe. So,
well, you know, Billy Joe, you know, did what he could in that fight. I felt the standing factor of that fight is Billy Joe got his shot off, but Billy Joe didn't have any defense in that fight. Canelo just kept pounding him, which was great. You know, it was a good move. Canelo outboxed him.
Yeah.
You know, I can't take that away from Canelo. I won't take anything away from him.
Nah, he did what he had to do to win.
Exactly. He counted everything that Billy Joe Saunders sent at him.
Yeah.
But with Demetrius, you're getting a Billy Joe with defense, with more movement.
And more power.
And more power.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people I've been talking to, like, they've been saying, like, when it comes to Demetrius Andrade, they say that they think Canelo Alvarez will be too strong for him. What do you think, man? I mean, I know what you're gonna say, but, like, your son's power. Like, what could you tell people about your son's punching power that maybe they don't know?
Well, Demetrius has power. He has speed and he has defense. But is that about power? I see the smaller guys take out bigger guys. It's not about power. It's about technique, punching, defense, movement. Yeah, somebody's always good. One guy's going to be stronger. going to be faster? What guy's going to be smarter? I always said in boxing, when you get into the ring, you want 2 out of 3 things going for you. You want to be the fastest and the smartest, the strongest or the smartest, or the fastest and the strongest. You want 2 out of 3 things going for you. And we have all 3. He does not. He has his strength. He has his counter-punching. But we can beat that.
That's true.
Because you'll never see Demetrius fight the same way twice.
No. And that's why I think it's so...
Your weakness.
Yeah. I think that's why it's so hard for everybody to interpret his style, because his style changes so often.
We fought Williams. You blew to a lot of uppercuts. A lot more than normal. Because that's the punch that he found worked.
Mm-hmm.
And we fought, like they talk about Varnes. Bubble jabbed Varnes to death. And another thing, nobody stands up to Bubble's 1-2 combination. When he sits and hits that 1-2, the people go down.
It's a wrap. It's curtains.
He can stand toe-to-toe with you, make twists and turns and come up from the other side, and you're looking for him. That's how we fought Ndakwa. He just stops sliding up, under, turn, and Ndakwa turns around, bang, you're going down again. That's him with his 1-2, you're going down again.
Yeah.
He comes up from angles, you don't know where he is at. Canelo is a good fighter. He's a straightforward fighter. I wouldn't disrespect him as a fighter.
Yeah.
But he won't fight the fights to make him the best. He ran for the 54s and he ran for the middleweights. Why? Why didn't he want to unify the 54s? He claimed he did, but he left as soon as we won the WBO title. Why didn't he want to unify the middleweight division? He got stripped. He could have still been the number 1 and still fought for the title.
Yeah.
Because Demetrius Andrade has the WBO title.
And that...
Now, Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade's not there. He gets to unify the 168. Caleb is going to be a tough fight for him.
Yeah, it'll be a tough fight. Well,
But he took the easiest path to unification.
He did, and I'm glad you're pointing it out. You were saying earlier, like I know earlier in the week, I put the video up. You were saying earlier in the week that if it came down to it, you would go to Mexico City to fight Canelo Alvarez.
Yes, I'm going to respect the Mexican people, the Mexican fans. We have Mexican fans. What has he done to fight for his own people in his own country? We will bring that to the table. We will fight in Mexico City. In his hometown.
Yeah. Now that would be amazing.
That's the respect we have for the Mexican people because we want to give that fight to them.
Yeah. Yeah, this week, when you were there this week, the Mexicans seemed to receive you guys pretty well.
Well, we fought in Laredo, Texas, like 4 fights. Love the fans. I mean, we have a lot of Mexican fans.
Yeah.
We have fans all over the world.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it's funny you say that because some of the people that don't really like you guys, one of the points they'll use is they'll say Demetrius Andrade has no fan base, which is, what do you think?
Well, we have a lot of fans in the UK too, and the UK, man, they're great boxing fans. Oh God, they just love a guy because he can fight.
That's true.
As boxing fans, I put the UK people as number 1. To be honest with you,
you think they got the best fans?
Anybody that can fight.
Yeah. Well, hey man, hopefully this Canelo Alvarez fight can get done. But in the meantime,
Black man got blackballed. That's all I can say.
Hey man. Well,
I guess that old expression behind the 8 ball is true, huh?
Yeah, that's true. And the 8 ball is black, ironically, right?
Huh?
The 8 ball's black.
Oh well, I don't know what to say.
All right, Paul. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, so you guys are behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I guess we are. sure. We're not the only one, though. I feel like Benavidez is behind the same 8 ball we are.
Yeah, he is.
Like, there's other fights out there for us, and they won't take them. I mean, look at Munguia. He was our number 1. He won't touch us. You know, he's going to go fight Selecki.
Yeah.
You know what kind of guy? If he wants to be a world champion, you're going to go fight guys that we fought easily. But I don't disrespect any fighter. Selecki brought it. But he did the best he could. You know, but where's Munguia? Where's Triple G? You know, you're going to treat Benavidez and us the same way, just keep avoiding us?
Yeah, because Canelo wasn't mentioning undisputed till Benavidez lost his belt.
Exactly. And nobody started fighting until we lost our 54 belt.
That's a fact.
You know, everything opens up when we're not in the way.
Yeah, you guys like the COVID, man. Everybody, no, it's not in the way.
Look, at the end of the day, you know what? Figure out Canelo. You know, you win. I give you all the credit in the world. But why you keep ducking certain fighters? Munguia, you won your title. Okay, you want to move up to middleweight. All right, there's other fights for you at middleweight. There's Charlo, there's us, there's Lara, and you want to fight Selecki.
Yeah. I find it very disrespectful too. Like, and going back to Canelo, I find it very disrespectful that he's saying you guys haven't fought anybody, because what he doesn't realize is that by saying that about you guys, he's saying that he hasn't fought anybody, because, you know, he's saying Billy Joe isn't anybody because Billy Joe fought Arthur Akavov and damn near lost to him. You know, went life and death with him. So Billy Joe wasn't anything. Liam Smith isn't anything because Liam Smith went life and death with Liam Williams. You know, and the list goes on and on and on.
Well, why don't they let us fight somebody? That's the question. we won't refuse it. We won't refuse to fight with Triple G. We won't refuse to fight with Canelo.
Yeah.
And the other person, like I said, he doesn't know what the word dotted line means, so I'm not even mentioning his name. I'm done mentioning his name.
Yeah.
He just made some comment the other day, and it's like, he's not worth mentioning because all he wants to do is talk.
Yeah. Okay.
So, who are we supposed to fight? The fans say we didn't fight nobody. Fine, give us somebody to fight.
Oh, you know what? I'll throw a name out there for you that I think could actually happen. What do you what would you think about a fight between Demetrius Andrade and Chris Eubank Jr.?
It'd be a good fight.
It would be a good fight.
I don't know if the fight's going to happen. If they're trying to make the fight, I have no idea.
Yeah, because I think that'd be a good fight, and I think it'd be makeable because, you know, Eubank is a big name in the UK. You guys are champion. Eubank comes to fight. You know, he throws a lot of punches and stuff. I think it'd be a good fight for the zone that they should look into.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good fight with Zone and us and Lara.
Oh, you and Lara?
You know?
That's true.
Yeah, we got some. He keep talking about when they fought, like it was like 17, 18. Fine, no problem. You know, they gave you the fight. Okay, Lara, come on, you have no place to go. Lara, you can come over here.
That's true. You're right. He gets moved to the 116. Had that first round knockout recently. So yeah, make it happen.
Look, we never even mentioned Lara's name because he was a 54. See, we pick our guys in our own division. You know, we don't look for them. You know, we don't fight 54. Look for a 40, blown up 47 to fight like Canelo did. So blown up 47 until he got to Austin Trout.
Yeah.
Okay, he got his breakout fight. Good. But we're not picking out 54s because we're not in the 54 division. We're not asking 54s to come up to us. But now Lara came up to our division. So Lara, let's just get it on. That's our unfinished business.
I love that fight because a lot of people in my comment section, sometimes they'll say, oh, well, you're saying all these guys duck Boo Boo, but Boo Boo ducked Lara.
Well, Lara never wanted to fight us.
Yeah.
We tried. We went after Lara. But I'm not going to be a guy that's a middleweight going to go try to fight a guy in the 54s. Now, you know what? You came up now, Lara, so now you're fair territory again. Lawler never challenged us for a 54 belt. That's why we got stripped. Because we couldn't get a fight together.
That's true. And then when you got stripped, Canelo said, "Okay, perfect. I'm gonna fight Liam Smith for that belt."
Exactly. They wouldn't approve me and Smith. They weren't paying for our fight, for us to fight him.
Oh, they wouldn't? No?
Nope. There was a fight at the table for Mundine. They wanted us to go to Australia.
Yeah, I remember that.
And for somehow, I don't know, between the two promoters, something fell apart. Okay, but we said he should have to come here. But, you know what? We would have fought Mundine. Okay? We would have fought Lawler. No problem.
You guys...
I can say, Lawler, we got unfinished business. You move to the middleweight class. Let's get it out of Lawler.
Oof. So that'd be a good fight. So with Lara, Eubank, those two would be great. Triple G, Munguia, but those two, we already know those two won't fight. So yeah, I'm looking at Eubank. I'm looking at Lara. Those would be two good fights.
Hey, come on, fans. Pick one of those four and make it happen.
Hey, what do you guys think in the comments section, guys? Let us know in the comments. Would you rather see Boo Boo fight Lara first or Boo Boo fight Eubank? Which one would you rather see?
I don't care. Whichever fight we can get.
Yeah.
You know, put it this way. If Lawler don't step up first, then we know where he's at. We know where his top is.
That's true. What about what about Daniel Jacobs?
What about Daddy?
Would you guys fight Daniel Jacobs if what would you think about a fight with Daniel Jacobs? Because he's a former Canelo opponent, so it would actually be good because he's a name and he's like a common opponent with the guy you're trying to fight.
I don't really think that fight would happen.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you know, they're friends and everything, but I mean, if we have to, we have to.
Yeah. Okay. So
if we have to, we have to. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? But you know what? Let the fans pick our next opponent. Let them put the pressure and get us the damn fight.
There you go. I'm with that. I think if most fans had their way, I think the next fight would probably be Charlo. But you know, we know Charlo doesn't want the fight because Charlo is over here talking about we black card him.
Please, you know, I can't stand it. I can't watch another stupid comment from that side. And so let them bring them to the table because they do not want to fight.
Nah, they don't. They really don't.
They could have. Look, we would have been fighting Williams and Canelo stepped up.
That's true.
I mean, I'm sorry, Charlo, I'm sorry, stuff. They all got O's at the end, so we'll fight anybody with an O at the end of the day. So anyway, we wouldn't have fought Williams. We would have fought Charlo. You know, all he does is talk. You know, then Eddie Hearns offered him that big money, whatever, and they're going to say it's not true. It's okay. Brown just came out, made a comment about who's going to pay for the fight or whatever. I mean, come on. Make the bet pay for the fight. I don't know. Showtime can pay him. All right, fine. I don't know. We're not part of that logistics.
Yeah, you guys are just in the business of fighting and getting W's.
That's it. You know, if they want to fight, they. But I think Lawler got more balls than he does, so Lawler will take the fight.
Oof. All right, so Lara, hopefully it's next. But Paul, I'm gonna wrap it up. Is there any final message you want to give to the boxing fans out there before we end the interview?
We should appreciate all our fans and those that have comments that are off comments to us, whatever. You know what? Let us prove who we are. Quit saying we ain't fought nobody. Let us prove it. We're willing to prove it.
Absolutely.
You know, we will prove it. And then what you're going to say, let us have a Lara. Let us have a Munguia. Give us a Triple G.
Chris Eubank.
Any of them.
Yeah. Okay.
We will prove it. But how can we prove anything if they won't fight us?
You're right. I'm right there with you.
It's like a man building a house. He pays a contractor to build a house. He got only a half an acre of land. The guy wants a mansion. He says, I only got a half acre of land. I can't put a mansion on that. You have to buy more land. Well, it's the same thing. Those guys have to be willing to fight us and quit using excuses.
That's it. Be fighters. Behave like a fighter.
Right. Don't let your mouth fight for you. Let your hands fight for you.
Correct. Okay. Well, I'm right there with you.
Put your ass on the line.
Yeah. Put your ass on the line,
Your
fighters.
mouth. You know? Not your mouth. You know, it sounds like he lets his ass talk, all the time.
I'm talking about Charlo. That guy.
For anybody that don't want to get in the ring and fight.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And as far as I heard a comment Canelo mentioned, we want the money. They just are called prize fighting.
Everyone wants money.
You want the money?
He wants money.
Glory.
I mean, Canelo wants the money too. I mean, Canelo wouldn't fight at Cowboy Stadium if there was 500 people there.
Oh, no, yeah. He demands his paycheck or he ain't fighting.
Exactly. So
it sounds like he's fighting for money too.
Yeah. They're all fighting for money. Every fighter fights for money.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Paul.
We don't care if he gets more money than us. Because after we kick his ass, we'll be in his paycheck. We'll be in his paycheck bracket.
That's right. That price for a Boo Andrade fight's gonna quadruple.
So, Triple G hanging out for big money to fight him, and he ain't taking the fight.
Yeah. So
Triple G has no place to go. Now Triple G wins the title off Murata. What? He's gonna want to unify. Okay, let's go, Triple G. But why do you have to wait for Murata? You can come get our belt down, then go get Murata.
Yeah. Well, I think the best thing you guys could do is just stay active so that when the time comes, Demetrius doesn't have any ring rust,
Well, hopefully we get in the ring and back to one of those nobodies. That's what everybody's gonna call it. Disrespectful. You don't call fighters nobodies. I mean, you're not the ones getting in the ring. These guys are putting their ass on and their life on in the line and getting that ring.
That's true. They're risking it all.
Disrespectful like that.
Yeah, and Canelo Alvarez, I mean, in that one statement, he disrespected boxing, saying that Demetrius hasn't fought nobody. So you said those 30 fighters are nobodies.
Well, you know what?
He thinks he's bigger than boxing.
There were a lot of brave men who put their heart and soul into a fight.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be considered nobodies.
No, I agree.
Because those are the guys that he stepped on to get where he's at.
No, you're right. You're right, Paul. Dropping a lot of gems, man.
Yeah, well, hey, they're all respected guys, man. I mean, even as dirty as Leah Williams was in that fight, man, there was still hugs and kisses after the fight and acknowledgement.
Absolutely, and that's what at the end of the day, that's what boxing is all about. You can say what you want before and even during the fight, but after the fight, there's that respect because this is a dangerous game. A lot of people are putting everything on the line: your name, your reputation, your dignity, your health. Most importantly, all of it's on the line. So, respect the fighters.
Yeah, Williams trying to get under our skin. He said some things he shouldn't have said, but you know what? You're not going to rattle Boo. You try to rattle at the press conference in a way, you're not going to rattle him.
Yeah.
You're not going to get in his head. And after that, it was complete mutual respect.
I mean, he even said after the fight that Boo Boo was the best fighter he ever fought, that he's the best middleweight in the world.
Yeah, he said, Boo Boo he's a lot different than he looks on TV.
And I'm sure if Canelo ever gets the courage to sign a contract, he'll wind up saying the same thing.
We'll just see what's happening. In the meantime, we have to just keep fighting because that's what we do.
That's right.
That's what we all do. We keep it fighting. We keep it moving.
Yeah.
And you don't disrespect the people. You don't disrespect the fighters.
That's it.
Yeah, we don't disrespect the fans because they're entitled to their opinions.
You're right.
Just that some Square fans are a little smarter than other fans. That's all.
That's true. It's true. So,
but that's okay. We love our haters and we love our lovers.
That's it. You love everybody.
That's it. You know?
No. All right, Paul. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking the time.
All right. Call me later.
All right. All right, Paul.